hand over to the outgoing chairperson. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, I take this opportunity to welcome you all to this 24th Ordinary Summit of the East African Community Heads of State. I would like to express my deepest appreciation to the heads of state for the honor and privilege they accorded me to serve as the chair of the East African Community Heads of State Summit since 24th November 2023. It has been a profound honor to steer this great community. Respect, especially as we confront regional and global challenges that require a unified approach and decisive action. Your Excellencies, 25 years down, the aspirations and expectations of our people, our citizens, on regional integration still remain very high. The people want an inclusive, just, responsive integration process that addresses their daily needs for prosperous, peaceful, and united East Africa. I am confident that our collective resolve will continue to drive us forward towards the realization of the commitments to our citizens. Your Excellencies, over the course of my term, I have had the privilege of guiding critical dialogues on peace and security in our region. I have seen firsthand the destructive consequences of conflict, and it is my firm belief that East Africa must be a region where peace is actively nurtured and preserved. It is through dialogue. It is through dialogue, reconciliation, and cooperation that we can build the lasting peace that our people truly deserve. Your Excellencies, I am proud of the community we have created on our integration path. on our integration path, we have made satisfactory progress in the implementation of projects and programs in 4 pillars of the customs union: common market, monetary union, and the political federation. The details of some of the key achievements will be laid out by the chairperson of the Council. Your Excellencies, as I end my term as the chairperson, I wish to underscore the need to focus on 1, enhancing regional peace and security, and political processes for economic development of the community. 2, strengthening trade within the East African community. 3, is fast-tracking digital transformation capacities as a priority and strengthening our industrial base through enhanced regional value chains. Advancing advancing the monetary union agenda, building climate resilience, empowering our youth through innovation and free enterprise, and ensuring integration benefits reach all East Africans. 5, enhancing the role of efficient infrastructure capacities in all the partner states in line with the priority infrastructure program. Approved by the heads of state with financing value of close to US $150 million. Your Excellencies, we face challenges, and yes, the peace may sometimes look slow, but I want to assure you that our commitment to the vision of one people, one destiny remains unshakable. That is 12. As I share in the coming chairperson, I am grateful for the support that I was accorded by your excellencies and all the organs and institutions of the community. I also wish to thank our development partners for their support to the projects and programs of the community. I warmly request that the support accorded to me be extended to the incoming chairperson. Thank you very much. Okay, the incoming chairperson is Dr. William Ruto. And followed by the rapporteur, who will be Sheikh Hassan Mahmoud of Somalia. Thank you very much.
The Bureau has been changed, and the new chairperson of the East African Community Summit of Heads of State has taken his chair. I now invite the chair to conduct the meeting.
Thank you very much. Let's take our seats. Excellencies, heads of state and government, good afternoon. I'm honored to warmly welcome you to this plenary session of the 24th Ordinary Summit. I thank you for finding time to come to Arusha for this very important occasion. And permit me now to call this plenary session of our meeting to order. Secretary General, please confirm that all the members of the summit are here or represented.
Excellency, Chairperson, I wish to confirm that all partner states are represented and sent a message.
Thank you very much. Let me now call us to adopt the agenda and the program for the plenary session. Before we commence the substantive business, can we And I ask for adoption of the agenda. We all have copies of the agenda, so there is no need for me to read through it. So can we adopt?
Adopted, Chair.
Thank you very much. Before we commence the substantive business, I would like to first thank Her Excellency Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, for the hospitality extended to all of us, including our delegation since our arrival in this beautiful city of Arusha. And secondly, to thank the outgoing chair, His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, for ably steering the community over the past 1 year. Congratulations, Your Excellency. You made all of us proud. Excellencies, I now invite the Secretary General to present her welcoming statement to the 24th meeting of the summit. Madam Secretary General.
Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Chairperson of the Summit of the EAC Heads of State, Your Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, President of the Republic of South Sudan and outgoing Chairperson of the Summit of EAC Heads of State, Your Excellency Yoweri Museveni, President of the Republic of Uganda, Your Excellency Paul Kagame, President of the Republic of Rwanda, Your Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Your Excellency Felix Tshisekedi, President of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Your Excellency Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, President of the Federal Republic of Somalia, Your Excellency the Deputy President, Prosper Bazombaza, representing His Excellency Evariste Ndayishimiye, President of the Republic of Burundi, all protocols observed. Your Excellencies, I am deeply honored to welcome you to the beautiful tourist city of Arusha, which is also the headquarters of the East African Community in the United Republic of Tanzania for the 24th meeting of the Summit of EAC Heads of State and Government. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to you, esteemed heads of state, for your gracious presence here today. Your physical attendance here today underscores your unwavering commitment to our community and your dedication to regional integration and service to the people of East Africa. I wish to express our sincere gratitude to the government of the United Republic of Tanzania, and specifically Her Excellency Mama Samia Suluhu, for graciously hosting and supporting us in this whole process. Allow me in a special way to express the gratitude of the organs and institutions of the community to the outgoing chairperson of the summit and President of the Republic of South Sudan, His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, for his astute leadership and commitment, and congratulate him for the outstanding achievements the community has registered during his term as chairperson of the summit. Permit me also to thank the chairperson and members of the Council of Ministers for their continued guidance and support to the community's organs and institutions, which has sustained and energized our resolve to work for East Africans. Your Excellencies, this being my maiden summit, I take this opportunity to thank you profoundly for entrusting me with the duty of managing the affairs of the community and for the warm welcome and guidance that you have accorded me collectively and individually since I assumed office. I thank you, Your Excellencies. Your Excellencies, this summit is hosted at a time when the EAC is marking 25 years since the adoption of the treaty by our founding heads of state. I wish to congratulate Your Excellencies for leading the community this far. On a special note, I wish to appreciate His Excellency Yoweri Museveni, one of the founding fathers of this community. Hongera sana Mheshimiwa Rais Museveni, you make us proud. Your Excellencies, as I conclude, I wish to affirm the commitment of the organs and institutions of the community to implement the decisions and directives of the summit as we seek to promote deeper integration and development for the people of East Africa. Thank you for your kind attention.
Your Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, President of the Republic of South Sudan and outgoing chairperson of the Summit of the East African Community Heads of State and Government, Your Excellencies, Heads of State, members of the Summit, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to begin by expressing my gratitude to Your Excellencies for entrusting me with the responsibility of chairing our summit for the next 1 year. This is both an honor and a profound duty that I undertake with humility, commitment, and determination. I pledge to work diligently alongside each and every one of you to advance the vision and mission of our community. Let me also thank His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit, the President of South Sudan and the outgoing chair, for his visionary leadership over the past 1 year. Under his stewardship, the EAC has made remarkable strides in deepening integration and achieving progress in key areas that define our shared aspirations. His efforts and dedication deserve our utmost gratitude. Thank you very much, Mr. President. Your Excellencies, the East African Community's vision is to be a prosperous, competitive, secure, stable, and politically united region. This noble ambition unites our efforts and inspires our citizens. It is a vision grounded in the belief that the integration of our economies, the harmonization of our policies, and the celebration of our diversity will unlock unprecedented opportunities for our shared prosperity. During my tenure, I will prioritize improving the quality of life for our region, people of our region. We will focus on increasing competitiveness, promoting value-added production, boosting inter-regional trade, and driving investment to our economies. These pillars are essential for transforming our economies, creating jobs, and ensuring sustainable development across our countries. Peace, security, political accountability, and good governance are the bedrock of our community's stability. To achieve these aspirations, we must continue to strengthen regional mechanisms that safeguard our sovereignty and collective security while promoting inclusive governance that reflects the aspiration of East Africans. The success of the East African community depends on sustainable financing. The adoption of the 65% equal and 35% assessed financial formula is an important step towards equitable contribution and financial stability. However, I urge partner states to uphold their commitment to the timely disbursement of statutory contributions and fast-track the implementation of the sustainable financing mechanism. This will ensure the EAC Secretariat is well-resourced and empowered to deliver on its mandate. The evidence of our integration is visible in everyday life of our people. Today, a small business owner in Jinja can sell their products in Mwanza. A farmer in Kigali can access markets in Nairobi. Entrepreneurs across our region can tap into a vibrant market of approximately 300 million people. These are the real transformative outcomes of our efforts to build a unified, economically integrated East Africa. Looking ahead, I will work with members of the summit to deliver on key priorities, including enhancing peace, stability, and economic development in our region, increasing intra-EAC trade and investment that now stands at almost 28%, strengthening private sector engagement and the participation of MSMEs in driving economic transformation, the expansion of our community to include South Sudan, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the Federal Republic of Somalia reflects the growing appeal of the EAC as a model of integration. While this expansion brings opportunities, it also calls for deliberate strategies to ensure the seamless inclusion of new members into our systems. By unlocking the immense potential of our expanded market, we can truly transform the economic landscape of our region, and I commend the recognition of Kiswahili and French alongside English as official languages of EAC. Kiswahili, as a unifying African language, embodies our shared cultural heritage, while French reflects the diversity of our community. This inclusivity strengthens our identity, promotes cohesion, and enhances our capacity to engage effectively, locally, regionally, and in the global stage. Your Excellencies, trade remains a vital engine for economic growth and regional integration. Kenya appreciates the continued support of EAC heads of state in navigating complex trade matters. One such matter is our economic partnership agreement with the European Union, which was necessitated by our transition from least developed countries status. As a country, we face the possibility of losing duty-free and quota-free access to the European Union market, a critical destination for Kenyan exports, particularly fresh produce, such as flowers, fruits, and vegetables. In this context, the EAC Heads of State Summit on the 27th of February 2021 in Arusha endorsed Kenya's decision to finalize an EPA with European Union. This agreement ensured continuity and stability in our trade relations, safeguarding thousands of livelihoods and securing critical export markets for Kenya. Similarly, Kenya concluded an economic partnership agreement with the United Kingdom in 2020, recognizing the necessity of protecting our trade inflows post-Brexit. I am pleased to note that efforts are now underway to accommodate the remaining East African Community partners within this framework as directed by the East African Council of Ministers. And we want to appreciate the foresight of our ministers in getting other partner states to be part of this expanded global market ecosystem. Going forward, I call upon the East African Secretariat to intensify discussions with the European Union to facilitate the inclusion of all partner states in the unified trade framework. A harmonized approach will enhance our bargaining power, expand market access, and position EAC as a formidable economic bloc in the regional and global arena. With the European Union representing a market of 13 trillion euros, this partnership offers unparalleled opportunities for trade, investment, and development cooperation. As we pursue these opportunities, we must also address internal barriers to trade within our region. By eliminating non-tariff barriers, enhancing infrastructure connectivity, and fostering regulatory harmonization, we can create a seamless trading environment that drives competitiveness, economic growth, and job creation. Finally, the drafting of the East African Community Political Confederation Constitution is a historic milestone in our pursuit for deeper integration. While progress has been made and is measured, we must expedite this process. The Constitution will serve as a foundation for political, economic, and social cohesion, enabling us to celebrate our unity while harnessing our diversity. Your Excellencies, as we celebrate our achievements, let us remain undaunted by the challenges ahead. Every obstacle is an opportunity to innovate, collaborate, and make progress. Together, we can realize the founding vision of the East African community and deliver a brighter future for our people. I thank you. Asanteni sana. Merci beaucoup. Long live East Africa. Thank you very much. Excellencies, you will recall I think we give the rain a few minutes.
May I now invite the students that were the winners of the 2023 ESC essay competition for secondary school to come to the front to receive their awards. Your Excellencies, the ESC Secretariat always coordinates secondary school essay writing competition on an annual basis. And before you, Your Excellencies, are 6 students who emerged as the winners of the 2023 secondary school essay writing competition. Let's give them a round of applause. Coming in number 6 was Benjamin Ndege from the United Republic of Tanzania. In the 5th position, congratulations, Mr. Ndege. In the 5th position is Miss Duot Achuel Ajak Duot. Congratulations, Mr. Duot. I beg your pardon. In the 4th position is Gideon Masau from the Republic of Kenya. Congratulations, Mr. Masau. In the 3rd position was Mr. Dushime Joy Gray from the Republic of Burundi. Congratulations, Mr. Dushime. In the second position was Miss Niegana Donatha. Congratulations, Miss Donatha. Miss Donatha has a special need, and I think she deserves a second round of applause. In the first position is Miss Ayikoru Flavia from the Republic of Uganda. Congratulations, Miss Ayikoru. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, our chairperson. I now invite the students to come and have a photo session with their heads with their excellencies. Just walk up the podium and stand behind their excellencies. Let's have a quick photo moment so we can continue with the program. Your Excellencies, next on our agenda is the presentation of the Afrika Mashariki Fest magazine and the Butiama Accord. And I would like to invite Dr. Kisembo Ronex Tendo. I would also like to invite His Excellency, retired Colonel Fred Mwesige, Uganda's High Commissioner to Tanzania, and His Excellency Major General Paul Simuli Kisesa, Tanzania's High Commissioner to Uganda, for recognition by the heads of state. Thank you very much. The accord shall be presented to their Excellencies. Thank you. Distinguished delegates, during the closed session of the summit, the heads of state designated the Deputy Principal Judge for the East African Court of Justice. Your Excellencies, if you allow me, I would like to invite Honorable Justice Richard Wejuli Wabwire to stand up for recognition by the heads of state. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we have made some progress. We now need to... Excellencies, you will recall that during our 23rd meeting in November 2023, we directed the Council to expedite the amendment of Article 137 and related provisions of the treaty and fast-track the modalities for the use of Kiswahili and French as official languages of the community. We also decided on a financing formula which requires amendment of Article 132(4) of the treaty. The Council has proposed amendments to Article 137 and 132.4 of the treaty as we ask them. Your Excellencies, therefore, if there is no objection to the proposed amendments, I recommend that we adopt the same. Adopted. Your Excellencies, you may recall that under Article 11 of the Protocol on the Establishment of the East African Community, Common Markets, partner states committed to mutually recognize the academic and professional qualifications granted, experience obtained, requirements met, licenses or certifications granted in other partner states. The partner states have developed and negotiated the mutual recognition of academic and professional qualification regulations as a legal framework under Article 11.2 of the Common Markets Protocol for that purpose. The regulations have been cleared by the Attorney Generals and Ministers of Justice and are presented to you for approval and adoption as Annex 7 to the Protocol of the Establishment of the East African Community Common Market. Your Excellencies, therefore, if there is no objection to the adoption of Annex 7, you may proceed with the adoption. Adopted. I invite the Council to the East African Community and his team to present the amendment and annexes to the heads of state for signature. I think they have already done that. Have they done it?
Yes.
Okay, that has already been presented. Your Excellencies, in accordance with the principle of rotation, the summit is expected, I think this has already been done. My good friend Wechuli has already been ably designated. Let me say this. The summit has no objection to the designation of the Honorable Justice Richard Wechuli Wabwire as the Deputy Principal Judge of the East African Court of Justice. Master of Ceremonies, Your Excellencies, permit me to request Justice Richard Wechuli Wabwire to stand up for recognition by the heads of state. I think we have done the statements. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, in the interest of time, I now invite you to make your statements. Let me request His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni if he has a statement to make. Mzee, you have the floor.
Your Excellency, President William Ruto, our chairperson for the coming year, Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, Their Excellencies, the heads of state, the Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday I made my statement. I have nothing to add. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mzee. Let me request my sister, Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan, President of Tanzania, to make her statement. Your Excellency.
Asante mwenyekiti, nikiwa mwenyeji na mambo machache ya kusema. Lakini nitambue uwepo wako mwenyekiti mpya wa jumuiya yetu na nikupongeze kwa kukubali kuwa mwenyekiti. Lakini pia nitambue uwepo wa Mheshimiwa Salva Kiir Mayardit, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Sudani na mwenyekiti wa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki anayemaliza muda wake. Tambue uwepo wa Mheshimiwa Rais Hassan Hamed Sheikh, Rais wa Shirikisho la Jumuiya ya Somali, rapotua wa jumuiya yetu kwa mwaka unaofuata, Mheshimiwa kaka yetu Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Uganda, Mheshimiwa Paul Kagame, Mheshimiwa Prosper Banzombana, Makamu wa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Burundi, Waheshimiwa mawaziri, mkuu wa mkoa wa Arusha, Mheshimiwa Veronica Nduva, Katibu Mkuu wa Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki, waheshimiwa wawakilishi wa mashirika ya kimataifa na wanadiplomasia mliopo, maafisa waandamizi na wajumbe wengine wa mkutano, wanahabari, wageni waalikwa, mabibi na mabwana, nianze kwa kumshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa kutuwezesha kufika siku ya leo na kushiriki mkutano huu wa 24 wa wakuu wa nchi za Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Ninawakaribisha pia Tanzania, hususan hapa Arusha, kwa ambao ni makao makuu ya jumuiya yetu tangu kuanzishwa kwake. Nitumie fursa hii kupongeza sana kwa dhati kaka yangu Mheshimiwa Salva Kiir Mayardit, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Sudani Kusini, kwa kuiongoza jumuiya yetu katika kipindi cha Novemba 23, Novemba 25. Vile vile nikupongeze sana Rais Ruto wa Jamhuri ya Kenya kwa kuwa mwenyekiti wetu mpya kwa mwaka Novemba 24, Novemba 25. Vile vile nalipongeza Baraza la Mawaziri la Jumuiya na Secretariat ya Jumuiya kwa maandalizi mazuri ya mkutano huu, hususan kwa utekelezaji wa maelekezo yetu tuliyoyatoa katika mkutano yetu iliyopita. Niendelee kuhimiza Baraza la Mawaziri kuhakikisha kuwa masuala tuliyokubaliana yanatekelezwa kamilifu kwa ajili ya ustawi wa jumuiya na wananchi wake. Waheshimiwa wakuu wa nchi, tangu tunapata uhuru na kuundwa kwa muungano, neno umoja ndani ya Jamhuri ya Muungano wa Tanzania imekuwa ni tunu ya nchi yetu. Mbali na muungano wetu wa Tanganyika na Zanzibar, hayati Mwalimu Julius Kambarage Nyerere, baba wa taifa letu, chini ya uongozi wake alijikita katika kuunganisha Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki na watu wake. Ni kwa msingi huo Tanzania inayofuraha kwa mwenyeji wa mkutano huu na mikutano mingine ya jumuiya yetu na makao makuu ya jumuiya yetu, wakati huu tukiadhimisha miaka 25 tangu kuanzishwa kwake au kuanzishwa tena. Nimshukuru pia mkuu wa mkoa wa Arusha kwa kutuchangamsha juzi usiku. Juzi usiku Arusha iling'aa tukiadhimisha miaka 25 ya jumuiya yetu. Siku kama ya leo miaka 25 iliyopita, wazee wetu Mheshimiwa Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, hayati Daniel Arap Moi na hayati Benjamin William Mkapa, ambaye alipokea maono ya mtangulizi wake hayati Rais Ali Hassan Mwinyi, walifanikisha kurejesha makusudio ya viongozi waasisi wa mataifa yetu kwa kufufua tena Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki. Waliona busara kuanzisha upya jumuiya yetu kutokana na ukweli kuwa sisi sio majirani tu, bali pia ni ndugu, na hili kila muda kaka yetu Rais Museveni analisema. Hivyo hatuna budi kushikiana ili kuwa na maendeleo na ustawi wa pamoja wa watu wa nchi zetu. Tunamshukuru Mwenyezi Mungu kwa uwepo wa mmoja wa viongozi wetu walioshiriki kikamilifu kuifufua jumuiya yetu, Mheshimiwa Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Rais wa Jamhuri wa Uganda. Mwenyezi Mungu ampe afya njema, mrefu wenye furaha. Amen. Mheshimiwa Museveni amekuwa mwalimu, msuluhishi na muunganishi na kiongozi wetu ndani ya jumuiya. Wakati tunapotaka kukengeuka, anaturudisha katika misingi ya jumuiya. Waheshimiwa wakuu wa nchi, mabibi na mabwana, katika safari ya miaka 25 ya jumuiya yetu kumekuwa na changamoto mbalimbali ambazo wakati mwingine ziliwafanya watu wachache ambao hawana maono ya mbali kuanza kutabiri kwamba jumuiya yetu inaweza ikasambaratika tena. Hata hivyo, kwa uongozi na utashi thabiti wa kisiasa kati ya nchi zetu, hatutoruhusu changamoto zilizopo na zinazoibuka kuvunja moyo na kuturudisha nyuma. Tumeendelea kujikita zaidi katika kuona fursa na mafanikio, na changamoto zozote zinazoibuka, hayo ni mafunzo kwetu na ni fursa ya kujenga na kuimarisha zaidi jumuiya yetu. Lengo letu ni kuwa watu wamoja wenye hatima moja. Nawapongeza viongozi wa sasa na wa zamani wa taasisi. Ninayofurahi kwamba tunaposherehekea miaka 25 Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki inazidi kuimarika na kuelekea kwenye mtangamano thabiti zaidi. Kama tunavyosema kwenye wimbo wetu au uitikio wa wimbo wetu wa Afrika Mashariki, na naomba nikoti, tunasema jumuiya yetu tuilinde, tuwajibike, iimarike, tuwajibike na iimarike. Umoja wetu ndio nguvu yetu au nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu. Tumeweka maneno haya kwenye wimbo wetu ili tuwe sehemu, kudumu kwa jumuiya yetu iwe sehemu ya kufikia Afrika tunayoitaka. Tuweze kuweka mchango wetu kwenye Afrika tunayoitaka. Waheshimiwa wakuu wa nchi, kama nilivyoeleza, moja kati ya mafanikio ya jumuiya hii ni kupanuka kwa nchi zetu au kwa jumuiya yetu kutoka nchi 3 hadi 8 za sasa. Tuna kila sababu ya kuona fahari kwa hatua hii, lakini tunapaswa kujiuliza kama chumi za nchi zetu zinafaidika vya kutosha na fursa zilizopo ndani ya ukanda wetu kiasi cha kufurahia kutanika kwetu. Hayo ni mambo ambayo tunatakiwa kuyazungumza ndani ya jumuiya na kuweka mikakati tuweze kufaidika vyema na ipasavyo. Waheshimiwa marais, mabibi na mabwana, napenda kukamilisha hotuba yangu kwa kuwasisitiza wananchi wa Afrika Mashariki kujivunia jumuiya yao, kwa sababu mwanga wa matumaini ni mkubwa sana mbele yetu. Kuwa na jumuiya hii ya Afrika Mashariki, mwanga wa matumaini unaonekana mbele yetu. Hongereni sana kwa kutimiza miaka 25 ya jumuiya yetu. Mungu aibariki Afrika. Mungu aibariki jumuiya yetu Afrika Mashariki. Asanteni sana kwa kunisikiliza. Asante mwenye.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Rais. Now I want to give the floor to our rapporteur, and congratulations President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud for your appointment as the rapporteur of the East African Community. President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud, you have the floor.
Your Excellency, Salva Kiir Mayardit, East Africa Community Chair, former Chair, and the Honorable Heads of States, led by our new Chair, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, who will be leading us in the next 1 year, which we have full confidence of his leadership. Her Excellency Veronica, Secretary General of the East Africa Community, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great honor to address this 24th Ordinary Summit of the East African Community, Head of States, and I extend my deepest gratitude to Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan, our host, and the President of the United Republic of Tanzania for the warm welcome and hospitality. And I commend the East Africa Secretariat for their excellent preparation of the summit. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to also convey my heartfelt commendation to His Excellency President Salva Kiir Mayardit of South Sudan for his exemplary leadership as the outgoing chair of the East Africa community for the last 1 year. And I warmly welcome and congratulate His Excellency President William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya, for assuming the role of the chair of the summit. I'm confident in your ability to continue advancing our collective goals and assure you of my country's commitment under your leadership, Your Excellency. This year's summit marks a significant milestone, 25th anniversary of the East Africa community. Over the past 25 years, this community has demonstrated that regional unity is not only a possibility, but also a powerful driver of shared prosperity, sustainable development, and lasting peace to our people. Celebrating the 25 years of progress, the East Africa's remarkable journey over the past 25 years is a testament of our shared vision and determination. From its inception with 3 member states, the East Africa community has grown into a formidable bloc of 8 nations, united by common aspirations. This reflects our collective ambition to promote economic integration, peace, and sustainable development for the benefit of our people. Today, we reflect on our achievements, including the successful implementation of the key frameworks such as the Common Market Protocol, the Customs Union, and the Monetary Union. These milestones are complemented by ongoing efforts to eliminate tariff barriers, harmonize fiscal policies, and enhance trade through initiatives like the African Continental Free Trade Area strategy at the continental level. In our part, Somalia is proud to join this progressive community, having officially acceded to the East African Community Treaty earlier this year. As the newest member, we are committed to contributing meaningfully to the pillars of integration while addressing challenges that threaten regional stability and prosperity. Excellencies, Somalia's commitment to the regional integration since the joining of East African Community, Somalia has taken significant steps to align itself with the community's objectives. We have prioritized the implementation of the integration roadmap and the Treaty of Accession, actioning our commitment to the Customs Union, Common Market, Monetary Union, and Political Federation. The theme of this summit, promoting peace, trade, sustainable development, and peace and security for improved livelihoods, captures the essence of our collective aspiration. It's a call to action for deeper collaboration in addressing the interconnected challenges of economic growth, security, and environmental sustainability. For Somalia, peace and security are fundamental to achieving sustainable development. While we have made commendable progress in the fight against terrorism, regional challenges still persist. Ethiopia's recent memorandum of understanding with the northern regions of Somalia has had adverse effect on the regional stability, undermining the fight against Al-Shabaab, and diverting focus from critical security aspirations. I would like to commend East African leaders in supporting Somalia establishing a comprehensive regional peace and security framework that addresses emerging threats and ensures respect and for and adherence to the sovereignty, unity, territorial integrity of all member states of the bloc. Lessons from East Africa-led Nairobi process and regional forces in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo offer valuable insights for designing effective mechanism. Advancing economic integration. Somalia is fully committed to East Africa's economic integration agenda, the Common Market Protocol, which facilitates the free movement of goods, services, labor, and capital. It is central to our vision for prosperous and interconnected region. We commend the East Africa for its success in solving 6 non-tariff barriers this year and urge continued efforts to eliminate the remaining barriers that hinder intra-regional trade. Somalia is also aligning its trade policies with the African Continental Free Trade Area, which is a strategy to the East African community to maximize the benefits of expanded market access and support regional innovation and collaboration. As we move towards fiscal harmonization under the East Africa Monetary Union, Somalia is committed to achieving the macroeconomic convergence criteria. We support the establishment of integrated payment system and other initiatives that promote economic resilience and growth. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, sustainable economic development cannot exist without peace and security. Somalia remains a frontline state in the fight against terrorism and violent extremism. Through our national efforts and collaboration with international partners, we have significantly weakened Al-Shabaab's capability. We are very much grateful for the support and the sacrifices that made all the troop contributing countries, many of which are in the East African community, namely the Republic of Uganda, the Republic of Kenya, and the Republic of Burundi. Today, our successful offensive to eliminate the scourge of terrorism is progressing well with the support of the troop contributing countries of the African Union. Somalia is fully committed to the East African counter-terrorism strategy and supports the establishment of regional counter-terrorism center to enhance coordination and effectiveness. Additionally, we urge the summit to expedite the conclusion of the Mutual Defense Pact, which is essential for the future peace support operations. By effectively working together, we can ensure that peace and security are advanced further to support our positive regional integration aspirations, without which peace and security and stability are not possible. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, this 21st anniversary is a moment of pride and reflection. It reminds us of the transformative power of regional integration and the enduring spirit of unity that has guided us through the challenges heralded success. As we look to the future, let us set ambitious goals to build on our achievements, prioritizing infrastructure development, youth empowerment, and climate resilience to ensure the East African community remains a global model for regional cooperation. Excellencies, in conclusion, I would like to commend and recognize the respective decisions that has been taken by our forefathers, the 3 leaders who established this community more than 60 years ago. They deserve to be remembered in all our walks of life. Somalia urges this summit to reaffirm its commitment to the East African Treaty and its vision for a unified, prosperous, peaceful region. Let us address the challenges that hinder our progress while embracing the opportunities that lie ahead. Together, we can build a region defined by peace, prosperity, and unity, leaving a lasting legacy for future generations. Indeed, we are stronger together. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for your statement. Let me now request my brother Prosper Bazombanza, the Vice President of the Republic of Burundi, to make his statement. And if I can request that we make the statements brief in the interest of time. Your Excellency, you have the floor.
Merci beaucoup, Excellence, Monsieur le Président de la séance. Son Excellence, Samuel Ruto, président de la République du Kenya et président entrant du sommet des chefs d'État de la communauté est-africaine. Son Excellence, Salva Kiir Mayardit, président de la République du Sud-Soudan et président sortant de la communauté est-africaine. Son Excellence, Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan, présidente de la République unie de Tanzanie et pays hôte. Son Excellence, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, président de la République d'Ouganda. Son Excellence Hassan Sheikh Mohamoud, président de la République fédérale de Somalie. Son Excellence Paul Kagame, président de la République du Rwanda. Son Excellence, Messieurs, honorables membres du Conseil des ministres de la communauté est-africaine, Monsieur le secrétaire général de la communauté est-africaine, Messieurs les responsables des organes dirigeants et institutions de la communauté est-africaine, distingués invités, tout protocole observé. J'ai le grand honneur de commencer mon intervention en louant Dieu le Tout-Puissant qui nous a réunis dans cette belle ville d'Arusha pour débattre à cœur ouvert des sujets cruciaux pour notre chère communauté est-africaine sous le thème « Promouvoir le commerce, le développement durable, la paix et la sécurité pour améliorer les moyens de subsistance ». Mais avant toute chose, je voudrais d'abord vous présenter mes sincères salutations de son Excellence le général-major Evariste Ndayishimiye, président de la République du Burundi, qui m'a fait honneur de le représenter dans ce sommet. Je voudrais ensuite remercier très sincèrement la République unie de Tanzanie et sa présidente, Mama Samia Suluhu Hassan, pour avoir abrité le présent sommet dans cette belle ville d'Arusha et pour l'accueil chaleureux qui nous a été réservé de notre arrivée. Mes remerciements vont également à votre Excellence, Monsieur Salva Kiir Mayardit, président de la République du Sud-Soudan et président sortant du sommet des chefs d'État de la communauté est-africaine, pour nous avoir invités à cette importante rencontre. Je reconnais votre bravoure en tant que digne fils de la communauté est-africaine qui, au cours de cette année de présidence, s'est dévoué à la communauté, produisant les résultats que nous avons aujourd'hui. La République du Burundi apprécie hautement votre contribution à l'édification de cette communauté et nous pouvons le dire sans hésiter que votre courage, votre détermination et votre engagement nous ont tous édifiés. Excellence, Monsieur le Président, je n'ai nullement besoin de décrire votre action en faveur de la communauté, du continent et de votre pays. Tout le monde ici connaît vos mérites pendant toute la période d'1 an où vous avez accepté de diriger cette prestigieuse institution. Vos réalisations ont en effet conduit notre communauté à une étape significative de l'intégration régionale. Que Dieu vous accorde une longue vie, Excellence. Certes, vous avez placé la barre de la communauté très haut et la mission de votre successeur, Dr Samuel William Ruto, président de la République du Kenya, est de la maintenir, voire d'élever encore la performance à de plus haut niveau, car la communauté
ya juu kabisa, kwa sababu Jumuiya ya Afrika ya Mashariki inaonyesha kasi ya kuelekea kwenye hatua nyingine za mtangamano. Tunatoa shukrani za dhati kabisa kwako Mheshimiwa Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya. Kwa mkutadha huo Jamhuri ya Burundi inapongeza tena Jamhuri ya Kenya kwa kukubali wenyekiti wa jumuiya yetu. Matamanio yetu ni kuona kwamba naimarisha utulivu wa kisiasa ambayo ndio nguzo ya uhuru na maendeleo ya kiuchumi katika kanda yetu, hasa na ni nguzo ya mtangamano wa kikanda. Waheshimiwa viongozi, mabibi na mabwana, wageni waalikwa, kuna miaka 20 iliyopita mkataba wa EAC ulisainiwa kwa ajili ya kuonyesha matamanio ya kuungana watu wake. Baada ya hapo, jumuiya imeongezeka kuanzia nchi 3 hadi nchi 8 za Jumuiya ya Afrika Mashariki ambazo zipo sasa, na tuna idadi ya watu ambao ni zaidi ya milioni 300 ya wakazi na GDP inayofikia bilioni 300 za dola za Kimarekani. Jumuiya inaendelea kuimarisha mafanikio ambayo yamefikiwa hasa katika mtangamano wa kikanda kupitia utekelezaji wa itifaki muhimu kama vile ile ya soko la pamoja, umoja wa forodha, umoja wa kifedha au sarafu ya pamoja. Na mwaka huu tunasherehekea miaka 25 ya jumuiya yetu, ambao ni muhimu, ni muda wa kusherehekea lakini muda wa kujikumbusha kila ambacho tumekipitia, na ni muda pia wa kuangalia mipango yetu ya mbeleni, na hivyo ni muda wa matumaini. Ni hatua muhimu sana ambayo inatutaka tuwe na fahari ya sisi wenyewe wakati tukikua, sio tu kwa kimo lakini pia kwa ufanisi. Kwa hivyo na kwa kuzingatia kauli mbiu yetu ambayo ni kuimarisha biashara, maendeleo endelevu, amani na usalama ili kuboresha maisha ya watu. Hii inatualika sote kuimarisha mahusiano mazuri kama nchi mwanachama wa jumuiya hii ili misingi muhimu ya mtangamano wa kikanda iweze kutekelezwa. Hii ni pamoja na uelewa wa pamoja, dhamira ya kisiasa, lakini kuishi pamoja kwa amani, ujirani mwema, kusuluhisha migogoro yetu, uongozi bora, na ushirikiano kwa ajili ya manufaa ya pamoja. Nina imani kwamba utekelezaji wa misingi hiyo utatupeleka sote kwenye biashara endelevu, pia kwenye amani na usalama, vitu ambavyo tunavihitaji sana kama jumuiya. Ndio maana ninasisitiza kwamba Rais, mwenyekiti wetu mpya, atumie jitihada zake zote kuimarisha mambo haya ili Waafrika waweze kufurahia haki na heshima yao. Kwa hiyo ni jukumu letu kuimarisha jumuiya yetu dhidi ya matishio yote, lakini matishio yote yanaweza kutishia maslahi yetu. Kwa hiyo ndio msingi wa mtangamano wetu. Ushirikiano wetu katika masuala ya kiuchumi, ushirikiano katika kazi, lakini pia uratibu wa siasa za mambo ya nje, lakini pia masuala ya kisiasa, mambo ya utalii, elimu, kilimo na afya. Yote haya yanaweza kutuonyesha mwelekeo wa pamoja kuelekea jumuiya yenye mafanikio. Waheshimiwa mabibi na mabwana, ninashawishika kwamba programu yetu ya mtangamano inajibu maswala kwenye changamoto ambazo tunakaribiana nazo na matatizo mbalimbali ambayo tunatakiwa kuyatatua. Na changamoto kubwa ni kupambana na umaskini, lakini pia na kuboresha maisha ya watu. Umoja, mshikamano na heshima, vyote hivyo ndivyo msingi wa mafanikio yetu, na haya yote ndiyo ambayo yatatuimarisha. Kwa hiyo tutatumia jitihada zote ili kuweza kuchangia kwenye jitihada zote ambazo zinajenga kuleta amani, utulivu na maendeleo ya watu wote wa jumuiya yetu. Samahani, ninamaliza ndani ya sekunde moja. Kabla ya kuhitimisha, ninaomba kurejea tena kuridhishwa kwetu kwa kukubaliwa kwa mkutano huu, kwa kukubali kwamba tuweze kutoa michango yetu kwa kutumia sarafu yetu ya ndani ya Burundi. Hii itatuwezesha kuwa na ufanisi wa kuweza kulipa madeni yetu yote ya michango yetu kwa jumuiya. Tunatamani mwisho, tunamtakia kila la heri Mheshimiwa Dr. Samuel Ruto, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, ambaye anachukua wenyekiti wa jumuiya hii, na ninashawishika kwamba dira yake na azma yake vitaiwezesha jumuiya yetu kuvuka vikwazo vipya na kupiga hatua katika mtangamano wa kikanda kwa ajili ya manufaa ya watu wetu. Idumu Jumuiya ya Afrika ya Mashariki, zidumu nchi wanachama, udumu mtangamano na ushirikiano wa kikanda. Mwenyezi Mungu awabariki nyote. Ninawashukuruni kwa kunisikiliza.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa. Sasa naomba nimpe nafasi muda mchache mwakilishi wa Rais Paul Kagame kutoa hotuba fupi.
Excellency President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Chairperson of the Summit, Excellencies Heads of State, all protocols observed, Veronica Mweni Nduva, Secretary General of the East African Community, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, my mandate here is to convey the speech as is written. Let me begin by thanking our host,
President Mama Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan for the gracious hospitality. I commend the outgoing chairperson, President Salva Kiir Mayardit, for your leadership to advance our shared objectives. I also congratulate the new chairperson, President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, and wish you success in this important mandate. Despite good progress, we still see gaps in our efforts to deepen regional integration. Allow me to single out two important issues. The first is about persistent failure to meet financial contributions to our organization by some member states. At the same time, there are no consequences for failure to pay the required dues. We need strict compliance measures because this is neither acceptable nor sustainable. The mechanisms put in place at the African Union, for example, has led to much better performance by members. The roadmap adopted by the Council to operationalize the sustainable financing mechanism should be implemented by July 2025. The second issue is regional security. There is still no formal explanation for the withdrawal of the East African Regional Force from the DRC. This unilateral action to end the mandate of the force violates a collective decision by heads of state. This sets a troubling precedent and erodes the trust, transparency, and accountability needed for meaningful cooperation. Complacency and lack of accountability will never solve our problems. It only brings more instability. Rwanda stands to continue doing its part to finding a lasting solution for peace and security in our region. We need to deliver results faster and more efficient. This is the best investment we can make in ourselves, and it is well within our means. I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. I now invite the Secretary General to read the communique of this meeting. She tells me it's going to take 4 minutes.
Thank you, Chairperson. You gave me 4.5 minutes and allowed me to skip the protocols. The East African Community Heads of State held the 24th Ordinary Summit of the East African Community Heads of State on the 30th November 2024 at the Arusha International Conference Center in Arusha in the United Republic of Tanzania. The heads of state met in a warm and cordial atmosphere. The summit received the progress report of the Council of Ministers for the period 25th November 2023 to 29th November 2024. The summit commended the Council for the progress made in implementing the programs and projects of the community and directed the Council to expedite the implementation of the roadmap for implementing the financing formula and report progress to the 25th meeting of the summit. B, directed the Council to finalize the schedule of sanctions to be implemented alongside the financing formula. C, directed the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the Federal Republic of Somalia to submit names of constitutional experts to the Secretariat by 31st January 2025. D, directed the Republic of Rwanda, Republic of South Sudan, United Republic of Tanzania, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, the Federal Republic of Somalia to conclude national consultations on the EAC Political Confederation Constitution by 30th June 2025. E, directed the Council to make recommendations on the use of variable geometry in the political integration of the community for consideration by the 25th Ordinary Summit. Directed the Attorneys General, Ministers of Justice to conclude the proposal to amend Rule 11 of the Rules of Procedure of the Summit on Quorum and advise the Summit during the 25th meeting of the Summit. Took note of the progress report on the EAC-EU Economic Partnership Agreement and directed the Council to report progress to the 25th meeting of the Summit. Number 3, the summit received the report of the retreat of ministers responsible for foreign affairs and EAC affairs and directed the Council to A, work with the partner states to develop regional guidelines for multidimensional peace support operations and guide future regional peace support operations. B, expedite the conclusion of the EAC Mutual Defense Pact to facilitate peace support operations undertaken by the community, and C, expedite the implementation of the EAC counterterrorism strategy and report progress to the 25th meeting of the summit. Number 4, the summit received a report from His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta, facilitator of the EAC-led Nairobi process on the restoration of peace and security in the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo. The summit noted the deteriorating situation in Eastern DRC and called for cessation of hostilities. The summit resolved that due to the complexities of the parallel processes, the Luanda process and the EAC-led process be merged into one and managed jointly. SADC and EAC should meet to discuss the modalities in consideration of the widespread impact of the situation in DRC on the East African community. Number 5, the summit called for a coordinated approach for the various initiatives and mechanisms to restore peace and security in Eastern DRC and directed urgent implementation of recommendations of previous Nairobi meetings and directed urgent resumption of. Number 6, the summit approved and signed the instrument of adoption of amendments to Article 137 of the treaty to incorporate French and Kiswahili as official languages of the organs and institutions of the community, in addition to English, and Article 132.4 to reflect and facilitate the implementation of the financing formula agreed by the summit. Number 7, the summit directed the Council to consider modalities of partner states paying their contributions in local currency, taking into account the provisions of Article 132.5 of the treaty. The summit approved and signed Annex 7 to the Protocol on the Establishment of East African Common Market on mutual recognition of academic and professional qualification regulations. The summit assented to the East African Community Customs Management Amendment Bill 2022, the East African Community Appropriation Bill 2023, the East African Community Supplementary Appropriation Bill 2023, and the East African Community Supplementary Appropriation Number 2 of Bill 2023. The heads of state, number 10, noted that the term of Honorable Justice Dr. Charles O. Nyawelo as judge of the East African Court of Justice ended in January 2024 and commended him for the dedicated service to the community and wished him well in future endeavors. Number 11, the summit designated Honorable Justice Richard Wejuli Wabwire from the Republic of Uganda as the Deputy Principal Judge of the East African Court of Justice with effect from 30th November 2024. The heads of state congratulated and awarded certificates to the winners of the 2023 EAC Secondary Schools Essay Competition and commended them for their keen interest in the EAC integration process. The summit commended East Africans for commemorating 25 years of regional integration and emphasized the importance of strengthening trade relations, fostering peace and security, youth and women empowerment, to engage in commercial production and enhancing environmental protection, including green energy and embracing digital transformation as key drivers of regional integration. And A, directed the Council to prioritize elimination of barriers to trade, removal of restrictions on movement of persons and services to foster trade integration, adopt inclusive digital policies and payment solutions to enhance trade, security, youth and women empowerment in production and cross-border trade. Directed the Council to study the recommendations with a view to implementation. Number 14, the summit commended His Excellency Salva Kiir Mayardit, President of the Republic of South Sudan, for excellent leadership during his tenure as chairperson of the summit, and congratulated His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto for assuming the chairpersonship of the EAC summit. The summit decided that the Republic of Kenya would be the chairperson of the community, while the Federal Republic of Somalia will be the rapporteur. In conclusion, the heads of state thanked Her Excellency Samia Suluhu Hassan and extended their gratitude for the warm and cordial hospitality accorded to them and their delegations during their stay in the United Republic of Tanzania. Chairperson, you may wish to move for adoption.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies. That being a true reflection of the communique for the meeting that we just had, I request for the adoption of the same as part of the record of this summit. Adopted. Your Excellencies, we have now come to the close of the 24th meeting of the summit, and I wish to thank Her Excellency Mama Suluhu Samia Hassan for the hospitality extended to us and our delegations, and I wish all delegates safe travels back home. We can now rise for the anthems.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, for giving us general direction and impetus as a community. This marks the end of our event. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you the best. Thank you. Available. The VIPs have lunch in the Nyasa Hall. Those with invitation cards, lunch is in the Nyasa Hall. And then the rest of the delegates shall go to Piazza Restaurant. Karibuni sana. Lunch is served.